Welcome back to AV Veterans Talk. We're continuing our conversation with this week's guest, Joe Probst. Back here with Joe, the motorcycle aspect of a poker run. And for those that are not really too familiar with that, you lay out a course. How many miles is the course?
Roughly about 100 miles.
100 miles. And so where does that circumvent SoCal? I mean, you're starting there at Acton. So
this year we're going from Vincent Hill to Malcolm Steakhouse in Pear Blossom.
Okay.
From there we're going to the American Legion Post 311 in Lancaster.
Okay.
From there we're going to the Veterans Home in Lancaster.
Nice. Okay.
Then we're going to Lake Hughes, Lucky's Inn, and then back to Vincent Hill.
Lucky's Inn.
Yeah.
That's the one.
It's about 4 miles past
The rock store.
Rock store.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's got bigger parking because with
I know
that many bikes, the Rock Inn is just impossible to find
yeah.
a place to park.
It is and stuff. So anyway, so that's a pretty good ride. And then you come up through Leona Valley,
Right.
To Palmdale, and then you go Sierra Highway back up to the pit there. So, and then the whole poker thing and stuff. Best hand wins. Type of thing. And when you go to each stop, you explain the process of how that poker runs. Because it's not like, you do draw a card where you go, but then they put you on a chart, because with that many people, and there's only 52 cards in a deck, stuff, how do you sort that out?
Okay. You have a poker hand, which basically gives you all your numbers on the top and then your suits on the left. So whatever card you draw, wherever that square is, that gets stamped.
Right.
So you collect your 5 stamps.
Right.
And then we just look at that. And, okay, I got 3 aces.
Yeah.
It's fairly easy to figure out afterwards.
Yeah. So do you ever have a tie?
Yeah.
Stuff. And so what do you do with a tie? Is it a coin toss or something?
They pull an extra card.
An extra card to see what they get. Yeah. So has anybody ever got 5 aces?
Yeah.
Just got 5 aces. That guy should be buying lottery tickets every week. So how do you get 5 aces? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then there's trophies, I guess, or something for that, or
plaques,
stuff that you get for that. So
we have one of our board members. She's a Native American artist, and she does pyro engraving, and she makes the plaques for it.
Very cool. That's kind of metered out too. Obviously. You have a start time, but people kind of go at their leisure as they take off.
We have the Patriot riders. They escort the Good Old Boys. They escort our ride. Okay, they put traffic brakes in. Like when we get on the freeway or wherever on the red light, they will stop the traffic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ride all stays together, the motorcycle ride.
Oh, wow. So how many bikes do you usually get?
Well, last year we had 125 bikes. This year we're expecting quite a bit more.
Wow. That's a big traffic break.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they all start at the same time.
It's a phenomenal picture when you see them all take off.
Oh, I can imagine. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, be there at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. That's when they take off, and it's really something to see.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to be there just to see both aspects of it. So they all take off at the same time. Do they, as the trip progresses, around your route there, do they tend to, some guys hang out, get something to drink, and stuff, and it'll start
the main body of the bikes pretty much rolls in together.
Yeah.
Some people straggle, but there's nothing you can do about that. It's just nature of the beast.
There is nature of the beast.
But because of the Good Old Boys, they try to keep the group kind of together.
So, and if you have a motorcycle and you want to be a part of this, you can whatever you have, ride what you brought.
You don't have to have a Harley, no.
No, you don't have to have a Harley.
No,
but if I show up with a Honda Step through 90, am I going to get?
As long as it makes it along the route, you're good.
I'm not going to get abused by the other riders and stuff like that. Okay.
No.
So
we had. One year we had a friend of mine. He had I think a 1931 Harley there, an antique bike, and he rode it the whole way.
Oh, nice!
It's actually in one of our programs. Is a picture of it. Then we had sidecars. A friend of mine, he made his own sidecars. It was 2 beer barrels and a horseback rider seat.
Right. So,
it was a really cool side
cool
card,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like that when people use their imagination
Yeah.
and things like that to be a part of something like that, because it's the camaraderie and stuff, but it's also supporting vets.
Right.
So it's
that's
not
what it's for. It's for the vets.
Yeah. So the date on this is May
6th.
May 6th, and it starts at
Registration starts at 8, and the ride starts at 10.
at 10 o'clock. So you get down there at 8, and that's for horses and for the bikes.
Exactly.
They go like that. So, okay. And it benefits now Veterans Outreach.
Veterans Outreach. Yeah.
Which is Steve Baker through Grace Resource, right?
Correct.
And a little bit about what they do when with the money and stuff. They help out.
Yeah, they help out. I don't know if you know, but they have like 4 stand downs or 4 veterans gatherings every year. They used to have 1 because they couldn't afford 4 of them.
Right.
And with our contributions that we made over the past years, now they can have 4 of them each year. So the vets get 4 chances to get their benefits looked after, get legal advice, get medical, get dental, get whatever VA advice they need. So plus they get a free lunch and free breakfast and
absolutely. And that's open to all vets.
All
no
vets.
matter what situation, and they deal a lot with the homeless veterans.
Yeah.
Show up there, and they can get haircuts and stuff.
They get haircuts, they get underwear, clothing, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's a very important, and I'm glad to see that it's 4 times a year now, because at least it gives these people an opportunity to keep pinging away and stuff, because when it was once a year and stuff, it's like, you get lost in the
you get lost in the
shuffle there and stuff. At least you can stay current with everything that's going on, and things are changing in the veterans world every day. So anyway, gosh, I want to thank you for coming in and sharing this great event that you have, 11th year, and
well, we kind of expanded on it a little bit. Now in October we have an Oktoberfest, which is also a horseback and a motorcycle ride, and then we have authentic German food.
Authentic German food.
Yeah, we have Wiener Schnitzel, Sauerbraten, brats, potato salad, German potato salad, red cabbage, sauerkraut, and
an Papa band.
Papa band, yeah.
Papa. So great. So maybe, oh my gosh, maybe we can do an Aerotech road trip. Does that sound like something we need to do to come down and do the German? And we've got people here with German backgrounds and stuff, so it's great. So what part? It's in October, obviously.
Yeah, it's usually right around the beginning of October.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And usually we have it on a Sunday.
So, and you can do, if you don't want to do the poker run or the
just come for the German lunch,
German lunch and stuff. Okay, that's great. So,
and it's a $25, you get a whole plate with a little bit of everything. So you can taste everything.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. So anyway, well, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
And it's always good seeing you around.
Good seeing you, Bob.
And we'll go down there. Maybe I can do a little bit of a live thing down there when it come down and see what you got going on. It sounds like a great group of stuff, and I bet I get an opportunity to meet some great veterans too that participate in that stuff. So anyway, so that'll do it, and we'll see you down there on the 6th. Okay.
I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Bob Alvis, and thanks for joining us for this segment of AV Veterans Talk.